In some ways, yes, but in others, maybe not. Um, I feel like how the dress turned out in the end didn't really convince me, but that was understandable since we left that part for last and we just did what we call with the time we had and more than anything a few parts of the miniature got a little damaged but my teammates were really able to keep it intact. Of course, we start the editing, we'll do our best make it look great, but for now it's decent. Oscar, no, I am just kidding. Mm, the trees and our poor organization. I should have put more pressure on my team. Honestly, I feel a lot of pressure at first, especially because of the miniature. I tried to see that falling aside and eventually everyone had to do their part even if it was a bit late. I feel like everything can still turn out well, but yes, it's a huge responsibility that not just anyone can take on. Yes, I really liked it. It's very cool. You don't have as much freedom as with 2D or 3D, and it's not as easy. But because everything happens in the moment, the process is fast. I did get very hands on with the set. I focused on animating the characters. I think it's great technique, but I won't do it again in the future.
Hello, my name is Karime Chavez, and as a producer, the truth is that things didn't turn out the way I expect. From the very beginning, even though I tried to make this work and involve everyone in the animation filming process, for various reasons, it just wasn't possible. During the course of the project I released, there were several things I hadn't taken into account and needed to improve in order to move things forward. But even though it didn't turn out exactly how I had hoped, the important thing is that we finished filming, which is a very important step forward, even if I wish I had done things differently. Honestly, I wish I had given this more importance from the start because with so many tasks going on at the same time, I often forgot about this project and I acknowledge that wasn't okay. I truly wish I had put more focus, more attention, and more care into it, and I hope to keep that in mind for my future projects. If I answer honestly, there were many times when I failed to assert myself with others because there were several situations where I didn't feel very important, and that's fine. because it's my own responsibility, not anyone else's fault. But I do wish I had, so to speak, stood my ground more so people would listen to me and so I could do things the way I would have done them. Being a bit more empathetic, true, I'm not sure that's the exact word, often made me open the door for others to many options, and that made decision making more complicated, like a butterfly effect. One thing led to another, and several times things got out of my hands. That's how I felt.
Ya que conociste la técnica de stop motion, ¿te gustó?
The truth is, this isn't my favorite type of animation. I prefer 2D animation a thousand times more, even 3D, and I'd put stop animation at the very end. I'm not very patient person, so this challenged me to be more patient. For example, when animating the puppet, but the kind of manual hands-on work involved here isn't something I enjoy. So yes, I wish I could have enjoyed it more, but it's not my favorite style of animation.
Le ponen unos aplausos falsos. Pregunta número uno. ¿Tu proyecto salió como tú esperabas?
Yes, the truth is that I went as I expected. Not everything, obviously, but yes, at the end, we saw it, and everything came out very cool. Obviously, everything would have been different if I had done everything. If I had been this everything would have been different. Because since they kicked me out, everything went down the drain, honestly. My equipment recounted poorly, be focused poorly, and exported everything wrong. The bases were in the bad. In fact, the problem with the bases is because my team moved everything.
No significa todo el equipo. Este individuo.
What will I change? I'll take the charge of the management. I should have been the boss on this. I should have done both things myself. No, it would have been turned out better. Yes, but they didn't let me use it. Thanks.
Sort of. Since I felt there were some communication issues within the team, and I could have liked some things to be different, but I felt that despite some things like the Gurlock, I feel like we were able to get the job done. Sort of, since I felt there were some communication issues within the team, and I could have liked some things to be different, but I feel that despite some things like the warlock, I feel like we were able to get the job done. Maybe from my side, being a little more involved in the project, since it's something that I often neglect or didn't pay enough attention to. Due to the growth load we have from other subjects. So I feel that from my side, I like that. And speaking for the team in general, communication and organization. Percent from start to finish, but other than that, I found this subject very interesting, but I don't want to do it again. Percent from start to finish, but other than that, I found this subject very interesting, but I would want to do it again.